So after a $1,500 loss that I had yesterday, we are back. Check this out. Overall on the day, SQQQ, $15,433. And don't forget about my 38 cents. Overall, NASDAQ market is dropping. And as the NASDAQ market drops, a lot of you guys should know, SQQQ goes up. It was very easy to see this when we began to show signs of progress of higher highs and higher lows above the EMA and the moving average. Literally a textbook setup. During this pre-market session, Yes, we're beginning to consolidate. This was all caught during today's live trading session. During this consolidation, there was a point where, again, the question got brought up of should we lock in profits? Should we close it out? What's going on here? But again, it broke back above EMA. It continued to rally, and a lot of that contributed to the lack of progress on big tech, and I saw a lot of downside potential on big tech. When looking at QQQ, again, taking a step back on the 30-minute time frame, we are now showing signs of progress beyond previous support levels. I've reduced the majority of my position size on SQQQ, but I'm still paying attention to it. Right there it goes. We just hit $16,000 on the day. So and this is what I was talking about yesterday, right? I've said it so many times. $31,000 is what I made on Friday of last week. I then on Monday, yesterday, lost $1,500. I showed it to you guys, right? I like sharing both my green days and my red days with you. Today, following up, now I'm up 15K on the day. Like, our job is not to avoid those red days. And I hope that you can use myself as an example where our job is just when things are beginning to go south to quickly accept it, because it could obviously get much worse than it can get better, right? You accept it, you cut losses, and you manage and mitigate that risk. And you wait for days for the stars to align. Similar to this, right? Direction became very favorable. Direction was very clear. NASDAQ market was selling off. There were a series of economic reports that were released during the pre-market session about the housing start and building permits. Housing starts came in a little bit lower than what was expected. Building permits came in a little bit higher than what was expected. And these were all 1 hour before the market opened, which is not essentially when the market actually began to sell off, but pretty close, right? So this is right around this general time because market opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. But at right around 8:30 a.m., again, market was already indicating signs of an uptrend, showing signs of higher highs and higher lows. Today is either a very simple day or a very challenging day, right? You're either with the market or you're against it. And the reason that I've reduced my position size so much already, and I'll reduce it once again, I'm going to reduce it 1,500 shares as of right now. So give me one quick second. SQQQ is selling 1,500 shares. And I just realized that I was not sharing my screen. But I just reduced it 1,500 shares. But one of the things that I wanted to remind you is of how important tomorrow is, right? FOMC meeting. Why am I not stepping on the gas, being super aggressive today? Well, because I know that regardless of how bearish today might be, it's not guaranteed for tomorrow, right? We've seen it time and time again where during CPI data reports or FOMC meetings, the market can quickly shift on a dime, right? I'm not here to pretend like I can predict the future. I can't, right? I'm choosing to work with the market just like all of you guys, right? When looking at this, yes, market is selling off. Yes, market does look bearish today, but that does not mean that when Jerome Powell begins to speak, that it's going to be the same thing. If it does, I can always go back and re-enter, but I think one of the best positions that I can choose to be in once that FOMC meeting begins is cash, right? Stay in cash. I'm open to opportunity. It doesn't matter if the market's bearish or bullish. I'm open to whatever side the market chooses to go. And that's my plan, right? When asking what is my game plan, my plan is to take advantage of intraday opportunities today, to not be super aggressive so I don't get caught bag holding until tomorrow, right? Stay cash for tomorrow. Wait for direction to be clear. Wait for that FOMC rate decision to be reported, and also wait for Jerome Powell to start speaking. We've seen it many times. When Jerome Powell speaks, even though the market might be bullish or bearish before, when he begins to speak, there could be a change of direction based off of what he says. So it's going to be very interesting to see how what he says tomorrow determines what's going to happen for the next 2 to 3 weeks for the overall market, because it's probably one of the most significant things until the next up and coming CPI data report. So really excited to follow up. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Other than that, overall markets are selling off. Lower lows, lower highs, Big drop on Amazon. Amazon, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the biggest losers today. And again, at a $1.4 trillion market cap, it's not helping the rest of the market, right? But again, all great things must come to an end. So this is why I'm never hesitant to lock in profits at overbought levels, and that is on SQQQ. I really hope that you can use my day as motivation. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to shoot me a direct message via Discord or via Instagram, which is the first or third link in the description down below. I want to remind you, I trade with one team and one team only, right? When locking in my profits and reducing my position size on SQQQ today, my LPP team got to see it all happen live. They get to see my good days. They get to see my bad days. If you're tired of missing out, if you're tired of not knowing where the market is going, right? And you like the way that I break things down, I would encourage you to take 2 minutes, click the second link in the description down below, learn a little bit more about our LPP team. And again, it is literally the only service that I offer, and it's the only group that gets to watch me trade live every single day. Yes, it's designed for complete beginners and only for complete beginners. So if you have any questions about that, please do not hesitate to ask. So I hope to see you for tomorrow's live session. I hope to see you for tomorrow's FOMC meeting. Don't forget to drop a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.